Is this too dark? Is this too dark? Let me know. I just want to see. Maybe let me turn on another light here. Is that better? Can you see me? Hey, thank you for being here on the 2 minute tips. And today's been a challenging day. And I don't. I'm not. I don't want to turn this into a into a pity party. If I could talk. However, Dad was able to get released from the hospital today. He has he fell on the 5th and he fractured his skull, or he had a subdural hematoma and bleeding on the brain, essentially. So, which is could cause stroke, you know, death. It's a serious thing to take place. And so we had him in the hospital, and the neurologist wanted to take him to somewhere else and do surgery. And however, because of his dementia, not everybody's set up to manage patients that don't understand why they're there. And anyway, long story short, he's home, he's happy, and his bleeding hasn't necessarily stopped. It's he's stable right now. And being the fact that next month he's going to be 92, and going through major surgery may not necessarily be, uh, one of the options that we want to consider as well. So the whole point of this conversation is that, you sometimes you have to make the decisions that matter most to your circumstance. You have to be able to work in the boundaries of quality of life. You have to work in the idea that is the solution creating less outcome and less productive outcome than the challenge itself. And one of these things that you're learning as we go through this pandemic, and everybody's saying, well, it's not that bad and it's terrible and it's somewhere in between the truth. And I've made a choice and a decision to be with my parents and help them through this process. And I have to tell you, it's the most satisfying time of my life and the most challenging time of my life at the same time. And I just want to remind you that we all go through challenges. We all have obstacles, and we have things that are going to get in our way and slow us down and look like overwhelming obstacles. And it's not necessarily that we can't do it, it's that we have to decide what we want to do with what we have and be grateful for those things and make a decision. Because when you decide that you're going to take responsibility, a terrible thing happens, and I've mentioned this before, is that, a terrible thing happens, and it's like you have no one else to blame. So when you're taking action and you're you're being yourself, and you're improving on what you're doing, committed to the realization that you can actually increase and improve your life, improve the life around you, and improve the life of others around you. That has to be satisfying. And we all go through life, birth and death are bookends to the same journey. So I want to make sure that we breathe it in, understand it, and know who we are. So anyway, I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts that I was reflecting on today, and make sure that you know and appreciate that I care about you being here. I care about your thoughts and your messages and your understanding of what's taking place. So, oh, I just got a message. So, anyway, thank you so much. Kindness is cool. Smiles are free. And you enjoy the day.